the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip, and to win this one would allow them to lock up the Central Division title.
And looking at Chicago, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
It really has been amazing. Everyone just kept waiting for them to fade, and it never happened.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Markelle Fultz out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say to Michael Jordan, but the quick guard, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys that just running around. They were tough.
Now here's Butler. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Orlando. Markkanen against Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Allen inside. He's guarded by Chandler. Allen, that's good. Greg, it's hard to imagine that 1 year ago AI wasn't even in the NBA. Now he's an important part of this team.
The improvement he's shown from that first pressure-packed game, it's been remarkable. He's always showed potential, but where he is now with his impact is beyond what anyone could have expected.
Dunn passes to Allen. Back to Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Out left to the wing. Feeds it to Allen. Over Chandler. Allen's shot is off.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And how about the vision of Fultz there? He's skilled at getting his teammates going with his passing.
Markkanen dishes to Allen. Carter against Embiid. Allen finds Levine. Fires from deep. The rebound by Wilson Chandler. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And after a near win, you second-guess a number of things that didn't go your way.
I think looking back on that one, it's a learning experience. We'll see if they can make some of the necessary corrections.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Carter, and he makes the 8-footer. Carter's got his first points of the night.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
Here's Butler after the made shot from Allen. Offensive rebound, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now here's Levine. 33 points last game. Here's Allen, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Chandler.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Butler against Levine. Butler kicks to Simmons. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Here's Butler. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Allen knocks it away. On the wing, Levine, defended by Butler. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And so he hits both. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Magic. And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
Levine wide open. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. Taking a look at Boston, they've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And right now, Chicago, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Here's Simmons. Buries the hook. Simmons got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Well, sometimes the away games brings guys together. It's you versus the world in that situation.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Dunn. Good D by Embiid.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And Butler gets it to go.
Pretty good with the ball in his hands off the dribble, but now you're seeing the other facet of his game, the catch and shoot jump shot.
Allen passes to Carter. They can't stop the run with that one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Butler finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And Levine with the slam.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Chandler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Off target with the open look. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Carter. Yes, that goes in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Stolen by Markkanen. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And it's Allen with the jam.
Defensively, this is what you want from Markkanen. Playing with confidence. Good things will happen, just like that turnover.
Now here's Fultz. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Shots good by Butler.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Butler's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Dunn dishes to Carter. Dunn against Chandler. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Allen. Dunn's got his second basket of the game.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
Simmons inside. Markkanen on him, and it's blocked. Now Levine. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Now here's Allen. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Carter, the pass to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. Really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Carter. Jabari Parker comes in for Markkanen. Justin Holiday's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Payne in for Dunn. And Chicago has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Nice to see an assist by J.J. Redick, showing he can be a good secondary playmaker at the off-guard spot.
Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
The 76ers trailed by 5. Stolen by Holiday. He kicks it to Allen. To the middle. Here's Portis. And it's denied. Allen against Carter. Redick is in the corner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Allen finds Holiday. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Bulls lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The pass to Allen. Inside. Here's Portis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Carter outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now here's Allen. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. That one good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
McConnell with it. Now guarded by Payne. And stolen by Payne. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 6. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Philadelphia, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Bulls making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Now here's Allen. 15 points in the game. It's good. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McConnell with it. Working on Allen. And McConnell gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday, pass to Lopez. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Poke loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago ends up going with the new group. Now here's Fultz. Dunn covering. Right side Simmons. Over Levine. No good from Simmons.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers was terrific. He finished with 36 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Now Simmons following the miss by Dunn from deep. Over Levine. And the shot falls short this time. Chicago leading by 9. Dunn kicks to Allen. Back to Dunn. Carter outside. Dunn looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And that's now 17 points for Allen.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself. Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Dunn shot's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The feed to Simmons. Over Levine. And that one hits back iron. And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games. But when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on. Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Cameron Payne's checked in for...
Goodness.
Terrific.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Allen against Chandler. Allen surveying the D. Levine dishes to Allen. It's stolen by Fultz. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Butler. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Carter, the pass to Allen. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you'd think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. 4 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Fultz, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And there's the 3-second violation. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Carter.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
LaVine finds Allen. Chandler with the rebound.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed. And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind it. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Chandler against Allen. It's stolen by Fultz. Chandler outside. Back to Fultz. Count it. Fultz has got 6 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Out left to the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Markers checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Pass to Embiid. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
That'll do it for the first. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first 2 quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Jimmy Butler is out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Stolen by Carter. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. A little over a month left in the regular season. Let's take a look at the top rookies as we break down the race for Rookie of the Year. Well, you look at Allen all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
I will be surprised given how hard he's worked, how well he's produced. This is a guy you can build a team around.
Chicago leading by 12. Carter up top, guarded by Embiid. Here's Allen. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Simmons passes to Fultz. For the three, Chandler. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 14. Butler kicks to Simmons. It's Butler that time on the assist by Simmons. And that's 13 points for Jimmy Butler.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Levine finds Allen. Chandler with the block. They retain possession.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Simmons score the basket, his 8th, 8 for 13 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Down by 12. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Butler in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists now in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Rebound by Butler.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now here's Fultz. Dunn covering. Fultz the pass to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter, and it's Portis in for Markkanen. Lopez kicks to Allen. Outside Portis. Pass to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And stolen by Simmons. Out to Chandler. Off target with his 3.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Chicago making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Amir Johnson's checked in for Embiid. Muscala comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Chandler finds McConnell. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Chandler.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
And the pass to Dunn. Back to Allen. Dunn outside. Allen left side. 5 to shoot. Over Chandler. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 29 in the game.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Muscala, the pass to Chandler. Feeds away. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McConnell.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Allen kicks to Dunn. To the inside. Back to Allen. Over Chandler. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 5 assists tonight.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
That's tipped. McConnell with it. He has 6. Outside Butler. There's the triple. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler. For Chicago, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. J.J. Redick's checked in for Wilson Chandler.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside for Redick. It doesn't go for him. And the Bulls going the other way now to the left side wing. Back to Allen. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Allen's got 14 points now in the second half. The 76ers trail by 10. And Philadelphia calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all...
Stolen by Markkanen. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Fultz kicks to Butler. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Butler against Markkanen, looking to end the run. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Coaches are always talking, Steve, about finishing games strong. What does it take to be a great closer, a great finisher?
I think guys look at guys that can score the basketball and make plays under duress, under adversity. But I think also on the defensive end, where you have players and teams, and it's beautiful to watch on the defensive end when they don't miss assignments. Everybody is locked in, and obviously teams score the basketball, but you look and say they made them score over the top versus giving up an easy layup.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball, that'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
Butler dishes to Simmons, stolen by Markkanen. To the paint. Allen's shot is off.
No hesitation, he took it right to the rack, but a quick reaction by the defense.
And Allen with the block. Here's Levine. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Butler on the wing, defended by Allen. Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Levine, here we go. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 14 points for Chris Dunn.
An area where Dunn continues to work, improving his range, so the defense has to respect him out there.
Fultz the pass to Simmons. Stolen by Markkanen. Butler against Allen. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Fultz. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Patton, he's checked in for Johnson. Carter comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Felicio, the pass to Dunn. Allen against Carter. Tries from 10. Allen's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Levine against Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fultz. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Bulls now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Allen, stolen by Carter. 3 on 3. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
A jump hook, and too long on the shot. The 76ers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And here is Simmons. Stolen by Allen. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Bulls. Passes it to Felicio. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 8th assist in the game.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Here's Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. It has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look.
They get from those sponsorships, right. Out to Carter, tries a three. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Fade away. Allen's shot is off. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to McConnell. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen. Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
The drive by Allen. Tries from the block, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Now here's Payne. To the middle. Fades away. Again, Chicago.
That's where it starts, for sure, at the defensive end. Comebacks are always triggered by aggressive D, and that was anything but aggressive there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith surveying the D. Muscala with the ball. Working on Portis. 3 on the clock. From about 16, they get it back. Chandler's shot, good.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is, doing it again.
Allen outside. Back to Payne. Over McConnell. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Allen.
You know, when we talk about floor general, this is really what we mean. He was making the right reads, directing guys around, delivering passes that were on time and on point.
McConnell, the 15-footer, good. 50 seconds left in the game. Now Payne. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Chandler. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Nobody near Allen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
But he stays with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chandler against Portis. Off target from outside. It's Allen on the wing. Over Carter. Gets the bucket.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.